Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah amma ba'd. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters. Welcome to another episode of Chai with my Bhai. This is episode 2, and inshallah today I'm once again joined by brother Imran, brother Strides and brother Saad.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
And in today's episode 2, inshallah, we're going to be discussing yet another controversy. Big shock there. And this one is one specifically on Twitter that occurred quite recently. It was due to a tweet that occurred from brother Imran's account at Imran ibn Masood. And it wasn't even a tweet that you went out of your way to tweet. It was a tweet that automatically occurs when you post a Facebook post on Facebook.
My
right?
Facebook and Twitter are connected.
They're connected. They're linked, right? And the post was a question. It said how to find out if she is a virgin, with a link to a Facebook post which had a 1-minute video which you wanted people to watch.
Yeah.
And for some reason, this caused huge uproar. I'm saying people from all walks of life will just sort of, backlash, you're this, you're that, you did this, you did that. And it was quite surprising. I remember we were in the office and you were like, bro, something just happened. Something happened. Like, we thought something actually happened around the world or something. People just going crazy on Twitter, like your phone's vibrating like crazy. And once we found out what it was, we were actually a bit baffled, we were a bit confused as to what actually occurred. So why don't you start and just tell the people as to what actually happened?
Yeah, basically, so
I'm just going to start the 20-minute timer now, by the way.
so what it is that I get a lot of people asking me, Brother Imran, I only want to marry a virgin. Okay, so this is not me saying marry a virgin. This is them saying for whatever personal reason they have, and they are allowed to have this personal preference.
Brothers and sisters
Are both allowed to have this preference to say they want to marry a virgin. So when I get asked this question, they say, well, brother, how do you find out if he or she is a virgin? So obviously you can't, because if you want to find out if this person lost their virginity, really and truly what you're asking is, has this person fornicated? Unless, of course, the person was previously married or divorced or widowed, then obviously this person's not a virgin, but you know that they had obviously a relationship. But if you're trying to find out of a person who's never been married, really and truly what you're trying to say is, are you a previous fornicator? And obviously you're not allowed to expose your sins that Allah covered with the public, you see. So I always tell the brothers and the sisters when they ask me this question, I stress so much. I've got another video online which I basically said the same thing. It's called Should I Tell Him I'm Not a Virgin? Literally, I said the exact same thing. They can check it back. I just said, sisters, please just don't expose yourself. So in this video clip, really and truly what it was saying was, if you want to find out, you have the right to marry a virgin, you just can't ask. So how do you do it? You basically just write a list of your conditions. I want to marry a virgin, this. Maybe she has to memorize the book of Allah, 50 hadith, 60 hadith, 2 qira'at of the Quran. Whatever your conditions might be, you put it in a list. And you send it to her and you say, sister, if you meet my conditions, let's take it forward. If the sister finds she doesn't meet his conditions, maybe she hasn't memorized the hadith he wants, maybe she doesn't know 2 qira'at of the Quran, maybe she's not a virgin, for whatever reason it might be. And she's repented to Allah. The point is, she doesn't specify which condition she doesn't match. All she says is, brother, I don't think we're compatible. You can do it in a roundabout way where he doesn't know what hit him.
Keep it generic.
Just keep it so generic. That's it. That's how you find out. As long as you've got two trustworthy people who are not going to deceive one another, you can go about that whole issue and no one would ever know. Do you see? And actually, that's what it was. I actually would want to play the video clip.
Okay, let's play the video.
It is never in any way, shape or form correct or appropriate for a man to be like, sister, are you a virgin? The way it should be done and the way that it has to be, that the man gives a list of his conditions to the woman. It's better you don't do this in person. Maybe email it over. And it's better you email it over before you even actually have a meeting with a dad. You list down his conditions. Condition 1, condition 2, condition 3, condition 4. In there somewhere you put virginity. If the woman feels like, you know what, I don't meet the condition of virginity, she doesn't say, brother, I am not a virgin, I do not satisfy condition number 4. She doesn't do that. She just emails him back and says, brother, I don't think we're compatible.
Okay, so Saad, what's your take on that? Because I mean, the question is, should you marry? How to find out whether she's a virgin? And the video saying you're not allowed to do that. So what's the issue? What's the problem?
I mean, that was exactly, my perspective on the issue as well. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody knows, right? Whenever he puts out something, I'm most critical of it because I'm always wary, you know, don't say the wrong thing and don't do the wrong thing. So I'm always criticizing. So when I heard about all these tweets and all this issue over Twitter, I was like, wow, what did he do? Not another one of these ones again. I thought I have to probably, you know, disassociate myself from him or something like that.
Molly debate.
But then, after about a week, we actually decided to watch the video because even
A week
you,
later?
yeah, you forgot what the video was about as well.
And I had actually thought I said something wrong as well.
Yeah, and that's why he actually took down the tweet. Remember, you weren't going to take down the tweet.
Yeah, I didn't. Sorry, I didn't believe I said anything wrong, but I thought maybe I chose the wrong choice of words or something like that. So
Hence
that's why I
why.
took it down because I was thinking people maybe
It's not worth
misunderstanding.
it, yeah.
But then I watched it back. I was like, "Wallahi, bro, that was calm."
I was shocked. I was like, "Whoa, that's good. That's good
Yeah,
advice.
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
don't
yeah.
expose your sins. If you've done something haram, if you're not a virgin, don't expose it. That's a good thing." But I think the problem comes down to, from what I've heard, because I didn't actually look at Twitter and see what the actual beef was about. But I think the issue came down to, why is it that brothers have a preference? You never mentioned if sisters could have a preference.
I did in the actual Muslim Survivor Guide program.
Full video, but they didn't have access to that.
Yeah.
But is there a reason why you specifically wrote she had to find out if she?
Yeah, there is.
Instead of they or-
Generally speaking, more brothers are concerned with the issue of virginity than sisters are. Not saying that there are sisters who don't care. Some
Maybe
sisters.
sisters in a home. Hey,
Yeah.
I care.
Yeah.
I want to marry a virgin.
We know you.
Don't worry, sister.
That's fine. You can.
She can. There's no problem. She's entitled to that. But generally speaking, I'm not talking about just your little group of sisters. I'm talking about the whole world. More men are concerned with virginity than sisters are. And the reason for this is the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, number one, he encouraged the men to marry a woman who is walud al-wadud or wadud al-walud. Wadud al-walud?
Wadud al-walud.
Wadud al-walud, right? A woman who is extremely endearing.
Wadud.
She's loving. She's like endearing means she's so loving that she makes you fall in love with her, right? And she's waluda. She's very fertile. She wants to have kids. She's childbearing. And these two characteristics, generally speaking, are found in a virgin more than a non-virgin. The reason for that is because a woman who's a non-virgin, i.e. she's been previously married, she's widowed, she's divorced, she's older, she's got kids of her own, she's probably a lot less fertile, generally speaking, than a woman who's young, she's a virgin, she's 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, she's a virgin, she's probably at the height and the peak of her fertility, so she's going to be able to have lots of kids, inshallah, right? Number one, that's uniquely, generally speaking, to a virgin. The second thing is that character of being loving and endearing is unique to a virgin as well, generally speaking. The reason for that is because, you know, it's like they say, there's no one like your first, when you have intimacy with.
Yeah.
So the first man that you have intimacy with, that you allow to be with you in that way, you're going to be more connected to him than anyone else. Exactly. That level of attachment is going to be unprecedented. Anyone, not to say you can't be attached to someone after. I'm not saying that you can't love someone after. You can. But it will never be the way it was with him, or it could have been with him. Maybe he cut it off and you didn't get to free. But that, generally speaking...
There's always exceptions.
Yeah, there's always exceptions. That, generally speaking, is the way that it works. You see what I'm saying? So because a man wants to have a woman who's got kids, and he wants to have a woman who's going to be obviously loving, it's encouraged based on this hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, and the fact that he specifically told Jabir ibn Abdullah radiyallahu anhu, why don't you marry a virgin? Why didn't you marry a virgin? Because of this, the scholars said it's recommended for a man to marry a virgin.
So just give some context. So there was a companion
Yes.
called Jabir ibn Abdullah radiyallahu anhu, and he married a woman.
Yes.
He came to the Prophet.
Yes.
The Prophet asked him, "Who did you marry?" And and he mentioned that it was a non-virgin. And the Prophet actually asked him,
فَهَلَّا بِكْرًا,
why
did you not marry a virgin?
Why did you not marry a virgin? The Prophet himself was asked.
تُلَاعِبُهَا وَتُلَاعِبُكَ, so that you could play with her and she could play with you.
So what's the issue? What was the actual problem?
I think from what I understood, the issue was just really like, you didn't mention about sisters, innit?
No, I think it goes a bit deeper than that.
I think it
deeper
goes-
there.
No, yeah, I think the issue was there was some, because one sister emailed me.
I think there were many issues.
Yeah, okay, but I'm gonna mention one sub-branch issue. Okay, one is definitely that they're like, well, why not sisters? Don't sisters have a right? And they do. So I've clarified that now. Secondly, there were some sisters. One sister, this really touched me. This message. She said, "Brother, I'm not a virgin because I've been previously married and divorced, and I'm really struggling with marriage. Right? Are you like saying that you shouldn't marry non-virgins?" And again, that's another discussion now, right? But like you see, same way scholars recommended that you should marry virgins, they also recommended you should marry non-virgins.
Certain situation.
Because it depends on your situation. Because that same companion, Jabir, who we mentioned earlier, he said, "I married a non-virgin," and he had valid reasons for that. And the Prophet said, "You made a good decision."
Exactly.
To find out more about why, they can go to the Muslim Survival Guide course, Game of Marriage. It's under the link, should be below, inshallah. I discuss it more there. But generally speaking, we look at the Prophet _.
He married both.
He married both, but the overwhelming majority of his wives, in fact, all of them except for one, were non-virgins. They were previously married. They were divorced or widowed. Do you see? So no one was saying that you shouldn't marry non-virgins. It's just that it was taken out of context. They took one thing and they made a thing of it. But if I can mention, because I want to come into Strides, because Strides experienced a bit of a backlash as well, yeah? But what this whole issue comes down to is feminism. Wallah, it comes down to feminism. Yeah, it comes down to feminism.
You just... Metaphorically, not...
Yeah.
You just open up a new can of worms, bro.
The claws come up. Even that was feminist, apparently.
The women wobbles.
Yeah. Look, no. Let me be very serious, okay? Firstly, when I say feminism, it's important that we're not talking about women's rights. People believe, some sisters say, what's wrong with feminism? Because what they misunderstand feminism to believe having taken care of women's rights. We don't believe that. Feminism, sorry, let me just say that again. Sorry. Some sisters get annoyed when you say something bad about feminism because they associate feminism with basically respecting women and giving women their rights. Islam already gave women their rights. So we don't need feminism as an external source to do that. What feminism is actually a religion in and within itself. People don't know this, but it is. Feminism is actually a methodology. The same way Islam is a methodology, and secularism is a methodology, and liberalism is a methodology, feminism is also a methodology.
So basically what you're saying is feminism and Islam
are not compatible.
Mutually exclusive.
Mutually exclusive. Islam gave women rights.
You can't be a feminist Muslim.
You can't be a feminist Muslim.
Okay.
You can't. Because feminism means... What does feminism mean? It means the government and the society and the religion hasn't given us the rights that are due to us. So we need to find our rights from external places. Do you see? That's what it means. And that's kufr.
That's a lot of Twitter bios.
Yeah, that's kufr.
It's a form of
People,
trying to
Muslim
do
feminists,
activism.
Muslim
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, that's what they go into. Like, feminists,
They want to be activists.
they want to try and, be like, oh, you know what? Like, we deserve more rights. We this and that and the other. No one is recognizing our rights. We need to speak out more. We need to. But the question actually is, did Allah not give you your rights? Like Imran mentioned.
But I think there is some room for concern there, but that's not because of religion.
Exactly.
That's because of culture.
Nah.
Exactly. So that's what we say. So we say, instead of running to feminism for your rights, run to Islam. For your rights. That's the point. And because sisters are so in this feminist kind of thing, the moment you mention women, it's like, what do you say about women? It's like, how dare a man say women?
Yeah.
Yeah, just some people even saying like, who are you to talk about? Brother, why do you always focus on women? Brother, man, why are you always, or, why don't you just talk to brothers? Or who are you? How can you understand what women say? But wasn't the Prophet, man? So, he spoke about these things in depth.
Yeah.
It's funny you mentioned that because, like Imran said, I also went through something, I wouldn't say controversial, but I got a lot of heat, not on Twitter, but on Instagram, amongst all these hijabi YouTubers and feminists. I actually made a video titled Hijabi Struggles. Now, the video was titled Hijabi Struggles.
We might have the link like up here or
Yeah, you
in
can put the link in
bio.
there.
Somewhere there'll be the link.
But-
so you can watch it.
And the reason I named it Hijabi Struggles because a lot of hijabis and non-hijabis struggle to wear the hijab. They would, email and whatnot saying, I struggle to wear the hijab. I don't know why, sometimes I'm scared I might get attacked and whatnot. So I thought, you know what? Let me make a video titled Hijabi Struggles because that's what
Videos about.
the video is, generally about, and address why you're struggling. Not the struggles you're going through, but why you're struggling. Do you understand? Not that because there's Islamophobia and I'm disregarding it. No, I know there's Islamophobia. I know sisters are getting pushed on trains and all of this. I'm not disregarding that, but
the root cause.
Your struggle isn't based upon just that. It's much deeper. That's the point I was trying to make. That it goes back to your iman, your faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because the one who has a good, strong faith, not to say that if you don't wear hijab, you don't have iman. And that,
or that hijabis always have higher iman.
Do you understand? It's to say that the one who understands Allah is the one who is going to protect you. Allah is the one who's going to suffice you. Allah is the one who...
Yes.
Do you understand? The one who understands that doesn't care about what people are going to do or what people are going to think. The Sahaba, if you look at the example of the Sahaba, even the prophets, subhanAllah, they went through many struggles. But they didn't care about this person saying that or that person saying that. Why? Because they understood that Allah was going to protect them. And that's the point I was trying to make. Because they had iman, strong iman. And hence why they were able to worship Allah how Allah was supposed to be worshipped.
Like pretty much any action that you've been commanded to do, which is sunnah or farad.
Exactly.
It's connected to iman.
Exactly.
Right?
Even
If
goes
you're
for
not
brothers
able to
who...
do it, it's because there's a deficiency in your iman.
And, you know, as one thing you always say, you know, to do with, you know, as iman goes up and down, to do with your, you know, staying away from sins.
Yeah.
It goes up. If you do sins, it goes down. If you do good actions, it goes up. If you fall short on your wajibat.
So if you look at some sisters who might be struggling to wear hijab, maybe the iman dropped because they listen to music. So the sin makes the iman drop low.
But there are other sisters who, for example, they don't wear the hijab, but they do many other things, voluntary fasting. Their iman might actually be higher than a sister who doesn't wear hijab.
Right.
But that for that particular thing, they're falling short on that particular action, that good deed there. They've fallen short on that. Not to say there aren't others where they, you know, supersede.
And you know what? I just had to mention this. Sorry.
Supersede. Proceed.
I don't even know.
What's the word? Not to say that they might be better than. No.
I have to mention this as well. Yeah. To actually judge.
By the way, sorry, you're gonna see some issues with the English language. So.
To actually judge, the statement, it shows a weakness in your iman. Are you saying that your iman is perfect? That no one has weaknesses in iman?
That's an issue. That's a serious issue about aqidah, then, isn't it? That comes down to.
I have a weakness in iman in different places.
That's actually really powerful.
Do you understand?
No, hold on. So wait, one second. So what you're saying is that these sisters are trying to say, there's nothing wrong with my iman.
Just because I don't wear hijab, there's nothing wrong with my iman. Do you know what I'm saying?
Or just because I wear hijab with makeup, there's nothing wrong.
Just because I don't wear hijab, that doesn't show that I have a weakness in iman.
So they're trying to say. So that obviously means that you mean your iman is perfect.
Some sort of somewhere
And
along the line.
it means that you believe iman is not connected to actions, which goes against textual evidence.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. People don't understand iman.
Here's the thing. Yeah, I don't want to go too technical because I know you're already looking at me.
In your mind, and we understand what you're saying, and your mind was a light bulb. But everyone at home, there's no bulb.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So let me
candle.
Let me bring the light bulb. Basically, the Prophet ﷺ said that the Ummah will divide into 73 sects.
4 minutes left.
Ummah will divide into 73 sects. One will make the Jannah. There will be 72 in the hellfire. Yeah. People don't realize, but the first sect that came out was the Khawarij, and they actually went wrong on the issue of iman.
Most aqidah books actually start with the issue of iman.
And that's basically the ISIS group. Yeah. So there's them, and what they believed was that the moment you do a sin, you're a kafir. Your iman's gone. Because they don't believe your iman can go up and down. They just believe the moment you do sin, you're a kafir, you're gone. Bang. Now, extremism breeds extremism, right? So then the opposite extreme came out, which was another sect. They were called the Murji'ah. And they said, hold up. No. You're saying I do a sin, my iman's gone. We're saying, no, we can do all the sins we want, our iman stays the same.
My iman's constant, it never changes.
Yeah,
my iman's the same as the iman of Jibreel alayhi salam.
So Khawarij was saying you're not a Muslim because you did
one sin,
a major sin. The Murji'ah was saying you're doing kufr, but we're still going to label you a Muslim.
Yeah.
That's why, when Nelson Mandela died, a lot of people were like, oh, Nelson Mandela is a Muslim. You can't say he's not a Muslim. How can you say he's a kafir? Like, A'udhu Billah, the man never said La ilaha illallah. I don't know, like, they're going to say, oh, don't judge. What do you mean don't judge? We were told.
I've never heard anyone say he's Muslim.
No, but trust me. People saying you can't say he's not Muslim. Of course I can say he's not Muslim.
I personally never.
Don't say he's a kafir, basically.
Yeah. Of course you can. But then what? Allah's calling everyone kuffar in the Quran who don't.
It's even funny. You had that video for your Arabic code promotion. Remember your course, and then there was a video of a guy who himself says He's not Muslim.
And he actually said, I hate religion. And people were like, why are you saying he's not a Muslim? Why are you saying he's a kafir?
The guy, basically, the video was, just to give some context in case you haven't seen it. In fact, let's play the video.
The last 2 years I've been studying Arabic. Every day, 2 hours a day. Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, Maliki Yawmiddin. If you're a Muslim and you don't know Arabic, please start studying. Please.
Okay, so he's not a Muslim. And in the
if
post,
if
he was
you go-
referred to as a kafir. People are like, how can you call him a kafir?
The guy said,
Even
I
if
hate
you go
religion.
to his recent videos, he's just criticizing religion. He said, I'm never going to be a Muslim. I don't like it. So
He just studied Arabic because he found it to be beautiful.
You know what it
That's
is?
it.
This all goes back down to one fundamental issue. People don't understand the religion.
People don't study.
Manhaj
Exactly.
Mondays.
Oh yeah, we've got Manhaj Monday. So if you do want to understand these sort of things, that's what it comes down to. But let's come back to the issue because one other
So
point.
wait. So I'm sorry. So the sisters who are saying this, yeah, like I just want to say in it, they don't realize their statement could actually take them. I'm not saying they are. Please, again, sisters, put the clothes away. Sorry, they're gonna think I'm misogynist. For
You
that.
know,
I don't
one point I have to mention there as well. Sorry. This all goes down to because I know a lot of people backbiting you and me. I just want to say stop because you're just giving away your good deeds and you're taking our bad deeds. Like we care for you and we love you, sisters, but we don't want you to be in that situation where.
Love in a
Do
halal
you
way.
understand? So yeah, I just wanted to mention that. Go on.
No, wallahi, it's true, man. It's true.
But yeah.
Okay, so I just realised we've only got 1 minute left.
So the issue pertained to
There's one more
version
thing-
or version?
But there's one last thing I want to mention in it, which is a common trend I've seen. There's a common trend I've seen on Twitter, which is the fact that people who tweet on Twitter, and especially against you, some of them it just seems like they're just doing it for retweets and for likes. It's like it's proper sad the way people
this
just.
kind of links to what Strides just
Yeah.
said, isn't it? People just cussing.
So it's like people that, for example, one sister, I saw this tweet. He said, "Good morning to everyone, except Dao man."
Can you show them the tweet?
Okay, then this is don't act.
No, her name's
Blur
crossed
it.
out.
Okay, but it's just like, why? It's become a trend. With even brothers now, they're jumping onto the bandwagon. You know, like they just wanna let's cuss down, man, get retweets, and you know, Muslim Twitter's gonna love us.
Man.
Can I just say, like, do they actually think I care? Firstly, number one, do you actually think we care?
Because they're actually giving you good. I mean, I don't know about the good morning one, but other people calling you this, calling you names, calling you this, and you're in the hellfire. It's just
Time's up.
Time's up.
time's up, and the battery's also almost about to die. So let's wrap it up there, inshallah. So the issue is virgin or non-virgin. It depends on your situation, which one you should marry. No one's saying you have to marry a virgin. No one's saying you should find out if the person you're marrying is a virgin by asking them if they're a virgin. In fact, we're saying don't do that. That's impermissible. And what else are we saying?
Nah.
All of this comes down to Iman. If not,
Yeah. And also, we're not misogynists. Is that the right word?
Wallahu a'lam.
Yeah.
firstly, I
we're
don't
not
even believe.
misogynists.
I don't even believe sisters who use the word misogynist know what it means. It means a person who hates women.
Yeah, that's exactly. I love my mum, wallah.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you know what I'm saying?
But yeah, man.
But yeah.
Everyone just smile at the camera. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Let's do this. Ask Assalamu alaikum. You say rahmatullah. No, that's innovation.
Yeah, assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Keep it
rahmatullahi
sunnah.
wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
If you have to end it with a smile.
Assalamu alaikum.